Okay, little backstory here. I know we're laughing, but okay,
It's kind of funny.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, wait.
I think it's funny.
You think it's funny?
I think it's funny.
Okay. So backstory. This is in her caption on the video. Okay. At 8 a.m. I was looking for a charger in the kitchen, and he told me those are my chargers, not yours. So don't use them. I didn't want to argue in front of my son.
Pause for a second. I don't. Would he actually say? Who would actually say that? Though they're my charger.
There are some people like that.
It's my phone charger.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, bro. Some
That's
guys.
the pettiest thing ever.
Some guys can be really petty.
This thing needs to stay here. That's very petty, though.
That is very petty.
Come on.
Okay. I didn't want to argue in front of my son, so I ignored him and started getting ready for work.
Great, they have a kid.
Great.
This just changed the complete dynamics of this fucking video.
Yeah, they have a kid. Okay. I also didn't want to go into an anxiety attack, so I tried distracting myself by doing a quick GRWM, get ready with me. Then this happened. Filming makes me feel safe. I don't have the financial means to physically get my son and I away from Noah. So...
Interesting.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
I am tired of protecting his character by staying silent while my son and I suffer in silence. I don't feel safe, and his verbal abuse happens every day. That was verbal abuse?
Don't use my chargers. Well, she's probably alluding to other verbal abuse.
Okay.
Not the specific charger thing, which is ridiculous.
Me filing for a divorce has made him go into a complete spiral.
So she's filed?
Yeah.
Good for her.
I need help getting my son and I physically away from him.
I need help.
Okay.
Okay.
So she's... obviously she's in a place where she's
on the way out.
On the way out.
Good.
She's ready to go.
Because I was gonna go there, like, just get out. Because the video is pretty screwed up.
Yeah. So here's the video.
It's under the table.
I don't need your chargers. You were adamant about them because you need both chargers? They're your chargers.
I don't need both chargers.
They're your chargers? I don't want them.
I don't need both chargers. The camera, though, makes
I don't want your chargers. You just gave me shit for your chargers? Don't put your charger here, please. You guys see that?
Why does the camera make you so confident?
What did he say?
Yeah. I don't know what he's saying.
So why does the camera make you feel so confident?
Is that what it is?
Well, it's on like subtitles there, bro.
Oh, I didn't read them. 1 second.
I just realized it was.
I was just gonna say that this guy looks like
Like
Dahmer.
What? Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer, bro.
Yeah, he actually does look like that.
He looks like Jeffrey Dahmer, bro.
Like full on. I wonder what he says when he leaves. I think he says.
You guys see that?
Why does the camera make you so confident?
Oh yeah.
See.
Why does the camera make you so confident? Okay.
Now I'm thinking, what would he have done if the camera wasn't off?
Wasn't there?
Yeah. It's scary. Like,
It is.
It could be a scary thing for a female with a kid. If you don't have a kid, it's this way. I mean, it is easier. I won't say it's like completely free of its stresses, but yeah, to get out of that is rough. I think it gets worse.
This gets worse?
I think so.
Does he hit her?
No, he doesn't hit her.
Okay.
But
because he knows the camera's there, right?
That's why when he came in and it's like filming right away, he was a little bit on guard.
He saw.
He was talking a little bit like nicely and stuff. Like, oh, can I get my charger?
Yeah.
And she's probably outside the room. He's probably like,
do you think, okay, so obviously there's some sort of abuse that's been going on way prior. It's not just about chargers, right?
I don't think stuff like this just happens right after you get married, man.
Yeah.
There has to be some stuff that kind of leads up to it, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
You don't know, but that's just a guess.
It makes me feel safe.
Are you having on camera now?
The fact that you have to bring up their names is going to make me show it to them today.
Go ahead and show
Have
it
a
to
nice
them.
day.
Go ahead and show it to them. Every time you pull a camera, you do this.
I'm not doing anything. I'm
No,
recording my
You
makeup.
have your footage.
That guy looks like Jeffrey Dahmer, bro.
I can't believe
The hairstyles.
people, man. Yeah, I don't know what people are thinking. It's just bad. Everything is bad about this whole video.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. He probably isn't in a good place either, right?
No.
But
Let's finish this one.
Footage of showing me this insecure guy. Go ahead and show them my work. Because you think it's going to make a difference here.
I'm doing my makeup and you barge in here bringing up irrelevant people. But thank you. Thank you for putting me in this state of mind. Have a nice day.
I came in here to give you a charger.
And you bring up irrelevant people. Now I know those people make you feel deeply insecure.
No, they don't.
Have a great day and leave me alone.
No, I don't. You're going to in front of this. Always getting a divorce later.
he's pissed. I'm surprised people can actually like people record this stuff and they actually put it on. That's pretty screwed up.
Yeah, the fact, well, it's not easy, bro. Recording yourself, letting yourself put, and
That's being very
posting
vulnerable
it
and posting it.
yeah.
Yeah.
allowing the world to see it. It takes big courage at the same time. But do you want to put your personal life like that out there?
All I can think about is how are people like this having kids? I just don't. That's all I can. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
How are people like this that are so emotionally just screwed up?
Well, they look young, right? The couple look pretty young.
just
The
like-
guy looks pretty young.
I think as a society, it's really screwed up right now. Like
Yeah.
they are so emotionally screwed in the head, both of them,
Mm-hmm.
and yet they have a kid. Like these two people have a kid.
Yeah.
Sorry to say. I mean, even educated people that are like really good have kids and get divorced. But I'm just saying, like these types of people having kids,
Yeah.
it's a mess.
How long do you think?
Like, what do you think the kid's going through right now? Kid's a mess.
Yeah.
Like, look at them two. Like, it's a complete.
Well,
my
look,
God.
divorces happen when even when kids are growing up. Everything happens.
Yeah,
right?
it happens.
I just don't think if you're not ready to have a kid, you shouldn't have a kid. How long do you think is
People have kids way too early.
How long do you think is an appropriate time in a relationship before you have a kid? Unless it's not
I
accidental.
don't think it's about time though. I think it's about the people. It's about like the vision of the relationship and where you want to go, and like you have to know that your person is like of like sound mind.
Okay.
You know what sound mind is?
Yeah.
Like you have like your brain is like fully formed and you're not an irrational, not logical person. Like you're a nut. You can tell if people are nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you not?
Yeah. Yeah. You can.
I have a nut radar, man. It's pretty good. I mean, it might go off now and then, like it might turn off. I mean, like I might miss a sign here and there, but man, I'm almost too far on the other side where I'm so careful, so cautious.
Yeah.
Like 41,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't know, man. Like you're just so, especially with kids.
Yeah.
Like I just don't.
So what I want to know is this kid is around when they're obviously they're around.
He is.
Oh no.
They're living in an apartment.
Yeah, she didn't want to
I
fight.
just made that up.
Now-
I'm thinking it's an
It
apartment.
looks like an apartment. Okay. Now also the other thing is, does she not have other family members or somebody to go to?
Yeah, like
that-
a support network. You know?
Yeah, rather than like being in a place where you're unsafe. At any time he can lose the fuse or something, and it can get worse than it is.
He seems like he's a bit of a fuse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it seems like he
Does he see how you slammed the
door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably like slammed the door and he's like,
Yeah.
great, now I'm going to be on the internet.
If you know your partner is emotionally going through something, right? Would you? Is
Sometimes
it
it's
better to
like
give it a space?
It's I mean, yeah, if you like listen to like psychologists and psychiatrists on TikTok and Instagram, the main,
That's
if
where
that's who you're listening to,
where-
the
Yeah, I
thing
guess-
is to
yeah,
say,
yeah.
give space, give 20, 30 minutes
Yeah.
or longer. Sometimes people just want to, there's different personalities, man. Some
Yeah.
people want to resolve it right away and just get on with it. Some people need space.
Yeah.
It's hard to give them space sometimes because your personality is a certain way. But I think at the end of the day, you need to give them space. Otherwise, you can't resolve it if you just want to resolve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people are just rude though too. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, this whole situation is like, it's very messed up because I don't know why she's still putting herself in that situation.
Well, she has a kid.
Even though okay.
And then again, they take us right back to marriage and why people get into something that's just so shitty.
Yeah.
Like you see all those videos about girls dancing that they're divorced now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, on your wedding day, you were this like totally different thing. Like, this is my like knight in shining armor and he's coming in on a horse. Fast forward a year and you're like, I got my divorce papers and I'm like having a divorce party. I just don't understand how you could be that bad on judgment. Like, you know what I mean though?
Actually, a friend of mine did that. He was so in love and everything, and then he could not wait. And then threw one of the biggest. Then he threw a biggest like divorce party, bro.
But tell me what what happened with him? What happened? Like, what actually happened without saying his name? If he's so in love, so is it infatuation? Is it lust? Is it just because it was like good sex? Maybe.
Yeah.
What was it that he went from like this is it to screw this? I'm so glad it's over with.
Like he married too young.
There you go. So I think that's a factor.
A big factor.
Although you see like country kids getting married when they're like 21 and they're together for like 50 years.
But you know why that is? Because they're not in like they're not in a big city. They're there's less people around. They're more focused on their lives, right?
It's a simpler life. It's a simpler culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here the problem is in a city lifestyle. You're meeting other people all the time. You're overstimulated all the time, where you can make mistakes, and the smallest mistake can lead to something crazy.
Some things.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean by that.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that.
So he was way too young.
We don't need to go into it.
Yeah. And so I think that's exactly why it becomes a problem. Now, these guys, unfortunately, think about let's say our culture.
Yeah.
Right? Think about all the marriages that people like now. Divorce is becoming a normal.
It's way more normalized
in our culture now, right?
Yeah. Because if you're not happy, just get out.
Yeah.
There's no more like you have to stay in it because you have to figure this out. Girls are like mostly girls. Let me say.
Yeah.
It is more girl heavy. Girls are like, I'm not happy with this. I'm done. See you later.
But do you think that now because that mentality or that thought process, is it like a little easier, or the weddings are becoming, or marriages are becoming a little bit too let's give nonchalant, like let's give it a try, worst comes to worst, we'll get a divorce.
That's a thought.
Like that mindset. So rather than like fighting for it,
that's a mindset, right?
So let's say
hold on a second, just a little sidebar.
Okay.
People don't want to fight for it anymore. That frame of mind is gone. It sailed, it sank, it's resting at the bottom of the ocean. That frame of mind is done. If you're in something, people don't even want to do counseling even if they're not married yet. Like they'll say, let's do. At the end of the day, you kind of know when the writing's on the wall. You know that it's not going to work. Yeah. But you have to like actually
try.
You have to try, but you have to call it when you know.
Yeah.
Instead of just thinking, no, it's okay. Like it might get better. It might get better. Mm-hmm. And I think we've all been in that in some ways, maybe some more than others. But
because if you were willing to have a kid with someone, that's a emotionally you got to be at a perfect place to be able to have a kid with a partner that
I love how Christians do it. Like they go sit in front of. Remember that whole thing?
Yeah.
That thing should become. That's a good business, by the way.
That is a good.
I should start that shit. Call people to the gym. Just be like, you put your phone up on the wall. Put your phone up on the wall. Let's have a good conversation here. Yeah. I will tell you if this is gonna be legit.
You need a
level up.
You need a SIM approved stamp.
Yes.
To get married, and that should be a regular. We charge $50 for a stamp,
but that's how they.
And then on my Indian side or my scamming side, will be like, I'll
$100,
$100.
No, but
I'll give you a stamp on the side.
But have you seen Christians do that though?
Yeah,
like
pre-marriage counseling. Yeah,
where they go through like finances and family and house and
usually with their
all that stuff.
Usually with their priest, right? Yeah. No, and again,
which makes so much sense. I'm sure there's divorces happening there too.
Yeah.
But at least because finances is one of the biggest stressors or one of the biggest reasons for fights or people getting split.
Any relationship. Any relationship, finance is involved. Now, with her situation, I just don't we don't know what the actual story is, how much abuse there is, what kind of abuse there is.
Yeah,
but even if you're fighting over a charger and that escalates you or anxiety comes up, she shouldn't be crying in front of him anymore because you're giving that power to that guy. I think.
You think so?
I think so.
I think
if she wasn't giving him, if she wasn't crying, she was just strong about it, wanted her own space, and told her to just get out, give him the charger, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe get yourself out of that situation before you start making yourself vulnerable.
Again, you're making a choice, you know. When he came in asking for the charger, she could have handled it differently too.
A little bit.
He wasn't acting like a douche. Obviously the camera was on. He knew that.
Yes.
He knew she was recording, doing the makeup. So he was already being a little bit like
safe,
calm and not like, you know, but again, it's just that horrible toxic situation. They're just horrible towards each other, which is why she finally filed for divorce. Yeah. And now it's just going to be a shitty life for the kid. For the most part.
Yeah.
Not going to be a good life.
No. It's hard. I know. I'm lucky that we haven't gone through that experience, but
I don't know how I could go through that with like somebody that I marry who you love. Like it's a very stressful situation. Yeah. It's traumatic. It's stressful. You have to have a thick skin for that process. Like, crazy.
I never believed it until I saw it myself or experienced it myself with people that I had around. You know how they say like, divorced child's like mama issues or daddy issues, like it's a thing, and you see it in the personality. I didn't see that until I knew somebody personally that went through this. Yeah. And like they were around my life like for a little while, and like I could see their behaviors reflect from that divorce. Some sort of issue. Yeah. You know?
I mean, it can be, I think, different for kids growing up that are divorced, but you have to have like really good, support structure, right? Yeah. Like your parents have to be on it, and then if they have aunts and uncles, that could be a big part of it too. But I mean, it does change.
It does.
It does. Yeah. It does change a kid.
It affects them.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I got nothing else on this. You got anything?
No,
good.
I do not.
It's Friday, so we're kind of just like ready for the weekend.
Yeah, I'm good now. Need a break.
We're ready for the weekend.
Videos.
Somebody said we should do 7 days. I don't know.
I can't see you guys for. I need 2 days. The 5 days is good.
We start knocking on his door at 7 a.m. every day. So Monday to Friday routine right now. We will, if we hit 100K, I think we'll
go to like once a month.
We'll go.
One video a month. That's it.
That's all
it.
We get. Just drop it. Nah. No, we're doing good. We're over 12K. So let's see how this weekend goes, because last weekend we smashed it. We were like 5 to 8.
Should be at 20 next week by Sunday. I'm being serious.
Like this Sunday or next Sunday?
No, the following Sunday.
Okay.
Like a week Sunday.
Yeah.
So like 9 days.
Actually, you know what's funny?
Just pull the thing out. Oh yeah, I gotta put that up. I thought this was never gonna happen, but it's pretty cool. Don't look at my picture.
I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, you can see that.
Lower. Then okay. So when we started this, we put a goal.
When we started this, we had a goal.
Yeah,
and that was the goal.
So you guys smashed that.
Yeah.
So now we got a bigger goal. So.
That was our goal for the year.
Yeah.
That was a yearly goal. Yeah. I was like, that's not going to happen. Every time I saw that, I'd get like demoralized.
So you want to put 100 now or add another 0? So now, I guess you're going to do it again. There we go. It's up there now.
We got a month.
So
1 month. 1 month. Okay, leave us your comments, suggestions. Suarez off the mic.
See you guys.
Have a good weekend. Peace.